people can say this was meaningless all they want. Don't care. Don't care. Still like winning. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone. Is your debris cat making too much noise all the time?
I haven't really prepared for this.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks just completed their 55th game of the shortened 56-game schedule, and for the second straight game, but first in front of fans this season, the Blackhawks get the victory. This time, final score 4-2 over the Dallas Stars. Now, the Blackhawks were eliminated from the playoffs a couple games ago, and then with recent results from both the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators, Dallas has recently been eliminated from the playoffs. So the Blackhawks can't even play spoiler in these final two games. So this game and the next game are completely meaningless in terms of standings. But these players are still professionals. They're still competitors. They still want to win, right? They still want to go into the offseason on a high note. And this game tonight, first game with fans in the United Center this season, just a little bit more of an incentive, and the Hawks took advantage of it. Kevin Lankinen with the start in net for the Hawks tonight. It was announced that he would be starting tonight, first time in a little bit for him, and then Colin Delia will be starting in the final game tomorrow night. Still not quite sure who's going to be backing up tomorrow night, whether it be Subban or Lankinen, but in terms of starting, this was Lankinen's last chance, last significant action for this season, and he went out on a pretty darn good note, making 37 saves on 39 shots. His 2 goals that he gave up tonight, he really couldn't do a whole lot about. He finishes the season with 17 wins out of the 24 wins the Hawks have so far this season. 17 wins, 14 losses, 5 overtime losses, .909 save percentage. One of the bright spots of the season for the Hawks, of finding out what they had in goaltender. Lankinen kind of went out and just grabbed that starting job this season, and has brought a bit of hope to that position. Hawks going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen in tonight's game, deciding, you know what, we've gone down to 5 defensemen too often this season after the last game when Duncan Keith went down early in that game with a concussion. He's out for the rest of the season. Connolly's out for the rest of the season as well. A lot of young guys playing tonight. A lot of young guys have played this entire season, but 10 rookies starting tonight, including a lot on the back end. You have Ian Mitchell, Wyatt Kalynuk, Alec Regula, Nicholas Beaudin, even Riley Stillman. Like, a lot of young guys playing defense, and it's not like our defense has been all that great this season. And you know what? For the most part, I thought they did pretty well out there as a group. Yeah, sure, they had some trouble with the Stars' forecheck a little bit. Maybe turned the puck over a little bit, didn't pass the puck or move the puck fast enough at times, which led to those turnovers. They made mistakes, for sure, absolutely. But they did a lot of good things out there as well. So definitely pleased from the performance of the young guys on defense, and also the young guys on offense. Especially early on in this game, it was a rookie scoring just bonanza out there. Just about 6.5 minutes in, Blackhawks on the rush. Patrick Kane gets it over to Mike Hardman, who then passes across crease to Mackenzie Entwistle, who's just driving that back post, and he just taps it into the wide open net for his first career NHL goal, which is always a great moment to see, but especially now, tonight, with the fans in the stands, definitely got to be a special feeling for Mackenzie Entwistle. You could see the jubilation on his face, and also Hardman's face, who, by the way, Hardman got his first career NHL goal a couple games ago from Mackenzie Entwistle getting him the assist. So kind of a nice little connection there. But the Hawks grab an early 1-0 lead, and it's all smiles and all Chelsea Dagger, and fans are cheering, and man, feels good. The Stars would end up tying the game a couple minutes later, but shortly after that, Dominik Kubalik would make a nice stretch pass out to Brandon Hagel, who uses his speed to get by the defender, and he's one-on-one with Anton Khudobin. He puts the puck upstairs. It hits Khudobin's shoulder, hits off the crossbar, goes up in the air, falls back down, bounces into the net, has that nice little spin. Brandon Hagel with the speed, the rush, the shooter's touch, bar down ski is way too easy for Brandon Hagel. So he goes bar up ski and in. Blackhawks regain the lead up 2-1. The Blackhawks would end up getting a power play late in the period. They would win a board battle in the corner. The puck would come out to Patrick Kane, who's in the high slot, and everyone's just fixated on Patrick Kane and just puck watching. And that leaves Alex DeBrincat wide open on the side. Patrick Kane, obviously he's going to see him. He passes the puck into the wheelhouse of DeBrincat, and he just rips it into the open net for his 30th goal of the season, and the Hawks take a 3-1 lead heading into the second period. Now, the Hawks got outshot 17-9 in that first period, so it wasn't all roses out there. Lankinen had to be really good, and he was, to allow for the Hawks to have a 2-goal lead going into intermission. It's pretty nice when your goaltending and your offense click at the same time. Now, the second period was a little less exciting, not really a crazy amount of shots. Both goaltenders making all the saves they needed to. No goals scored, so we go into the third period with the Hawks still up 3-1. Now, we know from the season that 2-goal leads are not safe for the Blackhawks, right? And it certainly doesn't help when the refs are seemingly against you as well. Let me explain here. 2 minutes into the third period, the Stars would score to make it a 1-goal game thanks to a soccer-style assist from the referee. He just straight up kicks the puck to a Dallas player. Blackhawks defense goes into scramble mode. Stars take advantage and score. Obviously, I'm being facetious here. Like, pucks bounce off refs all the time. There's clearly no intent. But you look at the replay, and the ref just straight up kicks it to the Dallas Stars player. Like, here you go. Like, it's just funny. Thankfully, we can look back at that moment and laugh because the Blackhawks ended up winning this game. But it was a little testy in the third period, only having a 1-goal lead. But thankfully, the Hawks would extend that lead and put this game away. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the game. Blackhawks on the rush. Pius Suter up the left-hand side with the puck. Takes a shot. Hudobin saves it, but the rebound goes straight to DeBrincat, and he puts it home for his 31st goal of this season. What a season for DeBrincat. What a bounce-back season for Alex. And the Hawks take a 4-2 lead, and that's all they needed to shut this game down and win and get the 2 points. Although meaningless, still felt good with the fans in the stands for the first time this season. Also, Lankinen, obviously pumped as well, dancing as the final horn went and Chelsea Dagger blared. Yeah, great game, great win, fun times. So just one more game left for the Blackhawks this season. Once again, it will be against the Dallas Stars. Once again, it will be in the United Center. Once again, it will be with fans. So hopefully the Hawks can take advantage of the fans like they did tonight. Put a good performance out there. Go into the offseason on a high note with lots of Chelsea Daggers. Will be interesting to see who gets put into the lineup tomorrow night. Will Evan Barrett get into the lineup? Will Dylan Strome get back into the lineup? Be interesting to see how he's handled this offseason. Delia, we know, will be starting. Who's going to be backing him up? Hopefully we don't need a backup, but whether it be Lankinen or Subban, I don't think that's been announced yet. But regardless, it'll be the last chance to see the Blackhawks for quite a few months. So take advantage of it while it's still here. One last chance to do so. With that, I'm going to say that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you again real soon.